Hey everybody, it's ZM and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild using Amiibo only. Last time we took on Divine Beast Va Naboris, and now we can see its beam is aiming towards Hyrule Castle, as that is our second Divine Beast down. So we got the two Divine Beasts in the west side of Hyrule, now we gotta get the two in the eastern side. So let's start making our way over there by heading to the Dueling Peaks in Necluda, and where I want to go exactly is, if I take out my scope, we should be able to, from here, spot, there we go, a shrine just sitting like that. And I'm going to try to make my way over there by dropping a bomb, dropping another, waiting a good old second before I send myself launching towards it. And whoa, the game completely froze. But yeah, the reason why I'm heading there is we can see there's another shrine over there, and I do want to make my way that direction, but I do want to be able to pick up a horse, and this shrine will actually take us to a stable, so that's the main reason why I was looking for it. Let's go ahead and replenish our stamina because, yeah, I don't want to lose the speed I have going on. As you can see, wow, we have traveled quite some way. Like, believe it or not, the tower is all the way over there and within a matter of seconds. Yeah, this is why I love using this technique. I wouldn't say I mastered it, but at least I could do the basic version, which is launching myself after I jump in the sky. But I know there are other techniques and all of that, but I'm not a speedrunner. I always consider myself a casual player. I like to actually play the game the way it's intended to. And even though this does speed me up, I feel like it doesn't break the game in any sense. So yeah, that's why I've been using it a lot, just to kind of gain speed. But that's really all there is to it. There's really nothing else. But okay, let's go ahead and take on the shrine now so we can teleport here. And then we'll be able to pick up our horse and continue on by making our way to the Necluda region. Okay, so yeah, these shrines are really easy early on. You know, all the shrines surrounding the Great Plateau are definitely the easiest, because you could say that's early on in the game. Even though the entire game is really up to you, and you can kind of take it at, you know, your own pace or start wherever you want. I would definitely say that the, you know, shrines at least around the Great Plateau are meant to be fairly easy, and the closer you get to the edge of Hyrule, the harder things get. So you're further away from like the center slash, you know, Great Plateau, because I mean the center actual of Hyrule is Hyrule Castle, and that's pretty tough. But yeah, at least surrounding the Great Plateau, they're fairly easy. As you can see, this one is just some weird block puzzle we gotta do, so we just climb up and then we just gotta I like how it plays the fanfare as in we solved it, but we haven't yet. Now I want to bring these metal cubes up here so we can kind of make ourselves a platform to jump off, and then we'll be set. I don't really know if there's an different way, like an easier, faster way to do the shrine. This is how I've always done it from the beginning of the game, so there might be a way faster method, but I don't care. Wait, come on, Link, there we go. For some reason he didn't want to grab on. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead, get a running start, and yeah, there we go. It works like a charm. I'm sure there are other methods. Maybe you can use the larger metal platform to kind of launch you if you drop one of the metal cubes or something. I don't know. Regardless, let's just take the spirit orb and move on. Are we still saving them? No, but we do have quite a bit, so we should spend these ones as well. Regardless, I'll take it, and yeah. Okay, now we're going to be taking the pathway, and oh, it's starting to rain lightly, which is not bad when I do this. As you can see, the floor gets a bit more slippery, which lets you, you know, shield surf on, you know, gravel and areas that aren't meant to be shield surfed on, which I really like how that's a thing. But okay, I'm going to take out any of these horses. They're all the exact same one, you know, 3 Eponas. So weird to see. But yeah, there we go. And now we're going to be taking the pathway I would normally take when I start my playthrough, and that is, you know, heading straight to Impa. We're actually going to ignore Impa entirely, and I kind of want to see what happens if you clear all 4 Divine Beasts without speaking to Impa at all. What will she say? Because so far we've seen that the game does have different dialogue depending on, you know, who you interact with first, and I do believe Impa should have something new, because all of the champion descendants technically change their dialogue a bit if you don't speak to Impa first. And I do believe Impa should also have something like that if we spoke to them without speaking to her first. We'll see. We'll see. But we still have 2 divine beasts before we even consider that. And I'm in no rush because it's not like I'm going to get anything out of her. But okay. So yeah, normally I would make my way down here so we can cross the bridge. But obviously there is a shrine as well that we can easily pick up. And with our horse, it's just going to be smooth sailing, as it is so nice to just kind of gallop around Hyrule with your horse. I do prefer it rather than, you know, trying to find a high place to climb, but at the same time, I can't deny that the wind bomb technique is hella fun to close, you know, a lot of space. But okay. So what do we have in store for this one? These are the shrines I normally avoid when I, you know, jump into a new playthrough because they're so easy. And in general, I like opening up the map like with towers first. I kind of like the challenge of not having a lot of stamina or hearts. I think it just adds to it. And that's kind of the reason why I like to save my spirit orbs. As I'm sure a lot of people wonder, actually, wait, what am I doing? I don't need this chest. I'm so used to also going for the chest within here. But wow, actually, I just realized this shrine is not even a puzzle. There's no puzzle to this if you're not going for the chests. Like, I'm done with the shrine, right? I'm done with the shrine, yeah. Wow. Some of these shrines are beyond easy if you aren't trying to 100% the game or go for the chests and other items they have in it. Like, wow. This should have not have been that easy, but whatever. Again, like I said, it's around the Great Plateau. They're going to make sure it's almost like a tutorial still. So this is just teaching us how to use currents of wind to our advantage with the glider. So, all right, let's go ahead and grab our next spirit orb and, yeah, move on to some more easy shrines. So why not? Now, some of you may be wondering why I haven't used my amiibo yet, you know, because every episode we gotta have amiibo time, yeah. Well, and that is mainly because I don't see myself needing amiibo for this, you know, this is just kind of navigating around Hyrule. We have plenty of good items, so I'm gonna kind of save that whole session, that whole part of the video for the end of the video this time around. I think that'd be cool. That way, I don't have to have it interrupt the beginning of the video, but we can still make use of the items we'll get at the end. Because, yeah, there's no challenge, really, as you can see. The shrines are easy. Navigating Hyrule is fairly easy. I kind of want to take Epona up here and see if I can get this Koroks seed with her. There we go. One down. No! Come on, you got this. Okay, keep moving. Uh-oh, this is awkward. Okay, what? She, like, went for it, and, okay, it's just too hard to control Epona in this very narrow path. But yeah, let me grab this Koroks seed. This one is hard not to just kind of leave alone, even though we passed so many Koroks seeds. You know, it's a 900, so at every corner you'll find one. But it just looks so fun to just kind of follow a little trail and then get it. I don't know, I really like that kind of Koroks seed method. Obviously there are some more tedious ones, but that one is definitely a delight every time because it's just kind of running past it. And, ooh, okay. It's clearing up, which is nice. I'll take it. Hopefully Epona can come down. There we go. It's really nice how you can control your horse and have him go anywhere if you, like, target while moving with them. But that also can have him fall off cliffs and, yeah, some weird disasters can easily happen if you let that happen. But, okay. So let's go ahead and push this. Use stasis as well, but it doesn't really matter since it will kind of just fall into place. And then let's go ahead and yeah, grab this Koroks seed and continue on. We don't have much, only 5, dang, and I haven't even used any. Like, wow, for having 100% of the game before, yeah, this is the one thing I completely neglect when I come back to play the game. It's sad, but it's mainly because the value of Koroks seeds aren't that high, especially when you don't need your inventory full, or just in general, after you fill up your inventory, the other half there is to collect are completely useless. I don't understand what Nintendo was thinking. It's like they dropped the ball when it came to Koroks seeds. They're like, okay, we're gonna make this game have so much stuff to do with side quests, shrines, towers, all of this stuff, and then with the Koroks seeds, just kind of just throw them all out there for some reason. That's it. And what's attacking me? Oh, you get clan member? Well, you know what? Peace out, bro. Let's just avoid him. And grab this Koroks seed as well. But I'm not mainly making my way to the Koroks seed, you could say. I actually just want to get the tower, as I feel like we do need that. So let's go ahead and should I use Rivali's Gale or should I save it? Thing is, before you upgrade Rivali's Gale, I just feel like the cooldown is too long. Because it's not 5 minutes, right? It's like 10? Or is it 5? I have no clue, actually. I don't know to be exact. But, oh, what was that? And I believe in Octorok, probably. But yeah, this shrine is just, or tower, rather, is just too easy to use Rivali's Gale. We'll just save it for something else, I guess. So, just kind of wait a good second. I feel like this is the only tower you don't want to even waste anything on because, yeah, it's super straightforward. I definitely do believe, you know, with this leading to Impa in, you know, Kakariko Village, that Nintendo definitely wanted most new players to make their way here first and get this tower first, as, you know, it's along the way and it's definitely the easiest. Like, you may say Central Hyrule is easier, but no, the Guardians sure can, you know, make it difficult. This is really nothing standing in your way, and I don't even think you need additional stamina to make your way there as soon as possible. Like, bam, we just did it with ease. And we had Rivali's Gale if we wanted to use it. But, okay. Let's just go ahead and pick it up. Get ourselves the map for this area. Remember when I first filled out this game, it felt just surreal to see each part of the map fill out and how much, like, secrets and things there were to discover. Like, when you see Link see a new portion of the map, it's like an entirely huge, you know, new area to discover. And look at that. It just looks insane. The Dueling Peaks. I love this area here. This holds, I'd say, like, the most historical part of the final battle for Link 100 years ago, because this is where Fort Hestu is as well, and it leads to Hestu in general, but yeah, just the fort itself to me is just such a cool concept, because when you see it in Memories, and I hate to reference Hyrule Warriors because it's not canon, but even seeing a glimpse of what the battle could have looked in Hyrule Warriors is insane to me, and I just wish we could have relived it or had another cutscene or something during that moment, you know, when Link had to slay so many Guardians right outside Kakariko Village and all of that. But okay, so once again I'm debating whether or not, but you know what, whatever. What was the point of getting it if I'm not going to put it to use? So let's just use Rivali's Gale here. Speed up the process and grab the shrine as well, because yeah, it's right in our face. There are literally 2 shrines right above us, but I don't really need to get those. You're just like way higher up on Dueling Peaks. It's really cool how you know, wouldn't think that there would be more shrines in this exact location just higher up. That's what I love when it comes to the depth this game provides. But okay, let's see what this shrine has in store for us. Alright, now there isn't really a theme for like the Necluda shrines, unlike the other ones that are near Divine Beasts, where they have a very apparent theme, whether it's like electricity, wind, there's water ones, and then I believe, yeah, the ones near Death Mountain are very lava, fiery base. So these ones are just kind of anything, and as you can see, yeah, I'd say this is probably... while it is really easy, I actually appreciate this shrine, and the reason for that is because it shows you the physics within this game and how reliable they can be if you play it right. Like, I'm not lying, the physics in this game to me make this game like so special because it adds so much replay value. From the wind bomb technique that I use to launch Link, like clearly that's only because the gravity within this game has its own way of like letting you manipulate it, and it's just, you know, adds more replay value, adds different ways to solve things. I love it. And this just kind of shows you how, you know, timing is key. You got to just kind of use the gravity these objects have at your advantage and let them fly like that. So, yeah, pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but still, just this game's engine is the best. I'm so glad we're getting a sequel, like, you know, in this game. So, hopefully, you know, moves like the wind bomb technique, or like, you know, being able to ride a minecart on another minecart, or just crazy stuff still exists. It really depends though if the same runes will exist. We know Stasis is getting an upgrade, but we really don't know anything else. But okay, that's all aside the point. I'm just excited when I constantly think about it, but let's pick up this next spirit orb. And does this give us another? Are we at 12? No, okay. One more and we'll literally can upgrade, yeah, 3 more times, which is pretty nice. So yeah, let's move on now and keep going. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just try to glide back to Epona, because I don't want to, you know, take my time. Even though there is a stable right up ahead and some enemies and stuff, I'm just going to ignore everything. It's just, if we're not doing shrines or heading straight to Divine Beasts, there's really nothing else that we need to do, because, yeah, it's not like I can pick up any special items or pick up the enemy weapons or anything like that. But it is surprising how efficient Amiibo can be if you just use them. Like, I'll be honest, I thought this was meant to be a challenge. It ended up becoming more like just a different type of playthrough. Kind of forces you only to focus on the main objective and not to wander. But I'll be real, I don't feel the challenge anymore. I think I felt it maybe the second episode, sort of a little, but not really. So I didn't really think this challenge through too much when I started it, which is kind of my fault. I just thought, oh, how cool would it be if I only relied on items from Amiibo, because it gives you all the necessary things, from food to, whoops, weapons to armor to, come on, oh, there we go. So yeah, I know you could just do this and jump over it, or like jump over a cliff or something like that, but I feel like that works as well, you know, just shield jump. Like I said before, it actually closes a lot of gaps you couldn't close by normally jumping, so I really like it. That alone is like just an example of, yeah, just with experience, so many things within this game can be much easier, and there's so many different ways to solve them. But okay, another shrine. Alright, let's see what's in store for us here. I wonder if it's going to reference outside the shrine using the, yeah, okay, the Cryonis rune. I knew we were going to have to with this one. So, yeah, this one's really cool, actually, because you kind of have to play a mini game, again, with, you know, the object's gravity, and, you know, have it, you know, kind of work to your advantage. So, we're going to check that out in a second, but let's just go ahead and make our way up here, and, okay, here we go. Yeah. It's really cool how it works, because you have to just kind of guide the ball. I don't know, these shrines, these quests remind me of like a puzzle version of how Mario Stars would be. And it's not a bad thing, because in my eyes, they're like just kind of fun and quick to do. They don't mean much, and once you've done it once, you've done it before. But the gravity could change the outcome. If, like, let's say I placed it slightly different, it could have flew off or broke it or done something else. So I like it. But as you can see, super straightforward. I got pretty lucky there. Like, I didn't even have to like try. I just kind of placed all 3 and boom, we did it. So there we go. Another shrine down. We're breezing through them mainly because these are the easy shrines. But hey, I'll take it. Nice. And now we can get ourselves another upgrade. Hell yeah. But let's move on and start making our way to Kakariko Village, since we're really close there. Now, wait. Wait, did I leave Epona back there when I entered the shrine, or did Epona spawn away from the shrine because the spikes despawn after you complete the shrine? I don't remember how. That's weird. Okay, whatever. That completely distracted me. Let's run back to Epona. I don't know, I just don't feel like I got off of her then. I feel like I got closer to the shrine before doing so. But, okay, that's all beyond the point. Let's continue on into Kakariko. Well, I could make my way to Hestu. As you can see, there is a tower, and I do want to get there. Let's just make our way to Kakariko first. Obviously, I'm not going to speak to Impa. We're going to ignore her, but I do want to speak with Hestu, because obviously I do want to upgrade my inventory. Even though we have very little Koroks seeds, we can get the shrine there, and I guess upgrade with the spirit orbs we currently have on us, as every town I pass by I forget to do that. So yeah, let's do exactly that, and make our way past Kakariko Bridge. Too bad this bridge is completely in ruin, as it's right by the insane battlefield we had in, ooh, I believe this is the first time we'll be interacting with the Yiga clan's member. You know, they come as a traveler. The way you could tell it's a Yiga clan member. And, okay, well, this guy forced himself to speak with me. I couldn't even ignore him, so we have to. But yeah, his name is Traveler. What's interesting is every NPC in the game has an actual name. So if you find someone named Traveler, they're just a completely random person. As you can see, yeah, talking about the Yiga clan. Fine, I'll tell you what, that you're gonna kill me or something. Yes, I'll take your life. Yeah, no surprise. Interesting looking NPC. From what I've heard, and do I even want to mess with this guy? Like, let's do some real damage. Yeah, just die. But as I was saying, I do believe that the NPCs, I forgot where I read this, but all the NPCs in the game are made through like a advanced version of like an amiibo maker, or not amiibo, a Mii. It has Mii in it, that's why. I believe that, yeah, Mii maker, holy crap. I want to say amiibo so bad, maybe probably because I said it so much in the series, but yeah, you use a Mii maker to make these NPCs. I believe Nintendo did that. It was like a faster and easier way to kind of make characters look unique, and if that's the case, I really wish we'd be able to do that in our own like MMO style playthrough. Like imagine if you can create your own Zelda NPC and you know, play as them as like a Hylian or whatever race you want to be, and then, you know, create it through a maker like that, but then it turns it into a Zelda style character. And do I want to use Urbosa's Fury? Probably not. Let's just kill him real quick and then get Hestu's maracas. I know it's an amiibo only run, but this is a key item, so it doesn't really count. It's technically like a spirit orb. So yeah, I feel like it's understandable if I pick it up. And wow, I just realized how, oh my god, how insane the game is sometimes. Because look, I'm seeing the shrine that's in Hestu Village. I can see one of the roofs of a house, and we can see it perfectly. We can even see a windmill. It's not moving, or it is moving. Wow, I'm not lying. Like, for a Switch game that every other game has bad performance and people complain, Breath of the Wild did it right. Like, Breath of the Wild runs perfectly, and it's crazy because it was a Wii U game originally, and then it, you know, it is known as the Switch title, and it is the only Switch official Zelda title, outside of remakes and remasters, but still, I think it's perfect. Nintendo, in my eyes, has gotten Breath of the Wild to perform amazingly on the Switch, even if it may dip from time to time. I find that people are way too picky when they complain about that. But yeah, I just think this game looks amazing, especially comparing it to like Legends Arceus, which I love its art style, but like Breath of the Wild just seems way superior in every way, from the depth of field to just even like pop-ins, like the fact that you can see a town that far away. That's something you definitely can't do in Legends Arceus. I'm not here to compare the two, but I just find it interesting nonetheless that the first ever Switch game that came out, like a release Switch game, is till today the best looking Switch game. Like after 5 whole years, I don't think a single game tops it when it comes to a cel-shaded open world style game. I could say that the best looking Mario Switch game would be like Luigi's Mansion 3. Like, I'm not lying, Luigi's Mansion 3 looks insane. Well, I would say Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle also look really good in cutscenes. Luigi's Mansion 3 is like another level. Like, I wish Mario Odyssey looked that good, because I feel like it didn't. But yeah, either way, Breath of the Wild's best looking game on the Switch in my eyes, and best looking open world hands down. And I just feel like it looks so good for yeah, being originally a Wii U game and being an open world like this, like no loading screens throughout the entire game. It's just insane. I would love to see this game in higher quality, of course, but still, I feel like Nintendo did an amazing job for what we have. And it always surprises me when I see like console elitists constantly hate on either Breath of the Wild or any cel-shaded, nice-looking Nintendo game, because even though they might not be the highest in quality, they look good enough to where they're somewhat timeless. Like, this game will never age because of its cel-shaded graphics. It doesn't matter how high quality textures get, this game has pretty much no textures. It's just simple cel shading, and that makes it to where, yeah, it will just look really good all the time. But okay, we're done with Hetsu's little dance. I don't believe I can do this anymore. Yeah, I don't think he'll see. Korok seeds. But his voice is out. Okay. Sorry, man. Thanks for singing, though, and upgrading my inventory, even if just a little bit. Whoa. Why am I constantly blown away? But I was literally talking about this, how there's a shrine right on top of Necluda. It's cool that we can see it from here. See, one thing that's truly fascinating is, yeah, 5 years and literally thousands, like multiple thousands of hours of this game, and I'm still blown away, and I still go, whoa, at random things. Like, yeah, the game is just so amazing. I don't think I'll ever get tired of this game, truly. So, yeah, I do apologize that this has, ever since this game has come out, I kind of neglected other Zelda games. I still play them. It's just, I just feel like this game has the highest replay value out of any Zelda game. So it's like I played this within the last 5 years, literally hundreds of times, versus like Twilight Princess I probably played like once or twice in the last 5 years. Which, yeah, may, you know, just maybe because this game is so much different or something. I don't know. I do hope we get a traditional Zelda game that's still expansive like this or something. But let's just grab this Koroks seed as well. Okay. But yeah, I can't deny that I have kind of really took it to another level with Breath of the Wild. Like, it is my most played game of all time, I'm sure. And it's only been out for 5 years. I'm pretty sure it surpassed any other game I played, except maybe like League of Legends. Like, pretty sure I put more than a couple thousand hours in League, but that's in the span of like a decade. So, yeah. Okay, so while we're here, let me just leave Epona. I don't even think I'm going to need her anymore, at least until I reach another stable, because it's going to be annoying to try to glide, you know, at far distances. If, you know, if I want to do that, I can't take Epona. I'll have to sit on foot. But, ooh, a star fell from the sky, and I didn't see it. Pretty nice. Not like I could pick it up, sadly, though. But let's do this shrine real quick. It's a tutorial shrine of sorts, so just a quick, easy spirit orb. Why not? Let's just get it out of the way, and then we'll move on to that next shrine that we see in the Lanayru region. So, okay, just a quick pit stop in Kakariko. Okay, I want to say this one just teaches you the basics, and you do, yeah, you do get the option of grabbing other weapons, but I don't think you have to use them. That would suck if you did, because then I wouldn't be able to do the shrine. But it doesn't matter what weapons you use. You're given a sword and shield because you need a sword and shield to perform these, you know, little tutorial that they're going to do. So side hop is first. This is a common way to avoid attacks in all Zelda games, but the Flurry Rush changes it because we're pretty much going to activate Flurry Rush each and every time. We don't want to use a real weapon on this, but okay. Walk up to him. It's so weird seeing how this guardian looks. It's like, you know, a bluish look to it. It looks really interesting. I wish there was more of these, you know, like more unique looking guardians. I'm assuming this one because a tutorial guardian, you could say. It's meant to look this way, but still, I like the color change. It actually looks really unique, but okay. We just wait for it to wind up its attack and then jump. I feel like the Flurry Rush window is larger than it should be with this tutorial. You should not be able to easily execute it that quickly. But I do believe the window is bigger, so it can like teach you the basics. Okay, so perfect parry now. I really like this one. This is like a Dark Souls like move. Super nice. But okay, and then I believe last but not least is just a spin attack and we're done. Yeah, and the game wants you to charge it, but you can kind of cheese it by just immediately spinning and then letting go. This is also a traditional Zelda technique. Ooh, why did it sound... The fanfare sounded even more unique. And whoa, why is Link... Okay, that was weird. We didn't see the door open. And I can't move my camera angle. I don't know why this angle of Link with the text just seems off. But okay, there we go. Okay, the door didn't open. I thought it did when the sound effect played. But okay, there we go. Not bad. So yeah, before I leave, let me make sure to hit up the goddess statue and get as much stamina as I can, because yeah, I'm noticing I need stamina more than hearts. Like I said, I wasn't going to do that early on, but I'm realizing, you know, hearts aren't that important. I've been pretty efficient with most enemies, so let's focus on stamina and try to complete a second wheel. All right, and one thing also that I'm looking forward to seeing later on within the game is, will these guards, aren't there guards, yeah, protecting Impa? And they don't notice you until you start making your way up to the door. But see, oh, they are noticing me. Well, either way, I'm not going to talk to them. Let's just ignore them altogether. But okay, so let's use our spirit orbs for only heart containers. Because, or not heart containers, for nothing but stamina vessels. Because, yeah, this is what I need for really getting around Hyrule. I want to be able to just glide and breeze around without having to worry about my stamina running out. So definitely do it again, and then one more time. At least that's how many we can do them now. But at least I'll do it one last time and complete the second wheel. I don't know if I'll go more after that. I feel like double the stamina is definitely a huge upgrade. So we can stop there, and then we can maybe focus on hearts. But I'm not too worried, like I said. I feel pretty confident with having very little hearts, as we can always use yellow hearts with hearty food. But okay, so these guys are very impressed to see me. You know, I got my Sheikah Slay, I got everything. I think it's a good time right now, before I continue on, to have Amiibo time, as yes, this is a good spot to kind of drop Amiibo chest, you know, nice open area. And we'll just quickly do this before we continue on, as I want to squeeze this in throughout the video still, because we still want to get rare Amiibo, even if I don't need them. So let's jump straight into Amiibo time. Nice, we got the Cap of the Wind. Finally completing more of the green tunics. Amiibo! Are you kidding me? We got another Epona? For real? You know what I say to that? Sorry, Epona. Amiibo! Again, I got another Sword of the Six Sages. Hell yeah, this is pretty much my favorite weapon. I'm so glad the Ganondorf Amiibo has blessed me once again. Amiibo! Alright, and time for the very last Amiibo, that being Wolf Flank, that I can't actually use here, so never mind. I guess, you know, I just like to end off Amiibo time with Wolf Flank, but we can't actually use it in this village. Though, let's see if this works. So, when I was scaring off Epona, I, you know, used a bomb arrow, which baked all of these apples. And because of that, they won't work. I can't get a Koroks seed from here. What if I put a baked... The thing is, you can't hold baked apples. Unless I drop an apple and then cook it. But that won't work. I think the game will only register if it's a normal apple with, you know, a bunch of normal apples. But we can give it a shot. So, not to have everything fly around, I'm just going to use a fire arrow, burn it up, and... Okay, well, it flew away. Hey, I tried. It's raining. At least it's putting them out. Yeah, okay, that was interesting. And as you can see, Epona's over there. She was not happy with that fire arrow. Well, I could register her. We could try something else. You know what? I'm going to see how long she'll last. I'm going to be a little reckless with this Epona. We'll try to register her. We'll have 4 Eponas if she can make it. So I was planning to use the wind bomb technique to kind of make my way across here. But... I wonder if we could just do that with Epona, but actually I don't think we can. I don't think Epona will even bother trying to jump up. But here, I'll try. Let me pick up speed, so we'll stop here, turn around, and then... I think that's Coco. She's crying. We're going to ignore her, though. Some sad stories. Okay, come on, Epona, go. No? She didn't want to. At all. Alright, this may look brutal, but I'm just going to test it out. Really? You won't jump over? There we go. There we go. All right. We could do this. Here we go. So this is what I mean by using Z targeting. As you can have your horse do some pretty interesting stuff. And that is, you could force him to make the jump. So here we go. Ooh. Oops. Nobody saw that. I'm getting out of here. Yeah, that happened. Oops. Well, this worked, right? I should have just wind bombed. Whoa, the game froze on me. But yeah, so that's what happens if you fail to, you know, land properly with your horse. You could accidentally kill it. I killed one of the Eponas, but hey, it was a clone. It was a replica. You know what? So don't judge me, guys. It wasn't the real Epona, okay? It was just a horse that looked and sounded exactly like Epona. Okay, let me be careful though, because I could die here. Let's quickly enter the shrine and not bother with these Lizofos. But hey, we made it to our destination at least. With or without Epona, doesn't matter. But alright, so I do believe this is where water-like shrines will come into play because we are near Lanayru. Yeah, okay. I don't like this one, but hey, we'll do it. So, alright. This is the sunken scoop. You gotta, you know, scoop some sunken treasure, I guess. So, all right. It's pretty simple. If I could just align myself with the ball. Why am I not doing this right? Okay, just relax. There we go. Very simple stuff. What the heck? It shouldn't be this hard. It really shouldn't be this hard. Okay, we'll start from the beginning. Okay, so pick this one up. Move up in the world. Move up, move up, move up. Alright, and then just kind of move your way here, and then push it in. Boom. Alright, we're done with that, and now we just gotta move it. Yeah, this one's more so just, again, it's kind of about, I guess the gravity, like I've said before, you know, the physics within this game, they play a big part in this, because what changes it up slightly each time is hoping they'll go in your favor, because you can never be too accurate with how you handle the stuff. And that's what adds replay value to these shrines, but sometimes it might be tedious. It might not be the replay value you want, but okay. Will it fall? Perfect. Let's jump in. Just like that. We've done it. Alright, still easy shrine nonetheless, but could be more difficult if, you know, we weren't, you know, we haven't done it many times. I remember the first time I had to solve this one, I was pretty confused on how you could get the ball to fall off. Overall, using the magnesis takes a little time to get used to, and once you do get the controls down, super easy to maneuver things most of the time, as you saw, because, I mean, I was kind of messing up a bit, but nonetheless, another shrine down. Let's continue making our way closer to the, you know, the Zora region, you could say Lanayru altogether, because, yeah, our goal now is to make our way to Divine Beast Varuta, so let's do it. Alright, since we don't have a horse, we're going to have to change our strategy, though, and that is, well, I should get away from these guys real quickly. Let's see, where is a shrine we can start making our way towards? I do believe there is one up north that we can sort of see or something like that. Let's actually just do something. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly get in. Whoops. Wow, this is bad. They are really annoying. Okay. Be quick about it. Are you kidding me? Luckily I have food, but dang. Go, Link. Go. No, fly. There we go. So, the reason why I decided to do that is so I can get some air and figure out where to next. And that is, aha! We're going over there, so wish me luck. Let's just drop the bomb now and try to fling ourselves as far as possible. Whoa, okay, that wasn't as much speed. It gave me a little more air, but I was able to kind of change my position a bit. I was expecting a lot more just to get away from those enemies, but okay. We're in like the wetlands, which, is there a mount I can find, or should we just walk our way? This is nice, though, you know, being surrounded by trees in the wetlands. Like, again, this game, you could easily, you know, not appreciate how beautiful it is if you just kind of climb and glide your way around. Still is beautiful, but yeah, it is nice from time to time to kind of take in the game from, the ground view, how like a normal Zelda game would have been, instead of like the open air we have going on. But okay, and actually here is really nice. You know what? Let's just walk it. We'll save. Well, I believe I have like one more Rivali's Gale left. I hope, at least. Let me double check. Okay, good. Because I don't want to wait for it to come off cooldown. But we're gonna save it and make our way across here. This is so cool because this now reminds me more of Hyrule Warriors than it reminds me of Breath of the Wild, because I explored this area much more in Hyrule Warriors rather than Breath of the Wild. As yeah, you could just avoid this in this game, unlike in Hyrule Warriors where you had to, you know, take on the level that was based around here. But it was in the past, and think about it. This would have, I believe, this is the same location that would have had a shop. There's like a shop in Breath of the Wild. Whoa, that threw me off. Huh? Is it Zora in the water? That's so weird. I don't remember this happening often, but whoa, okay, she's gonna tell us about Sidon. We're gonna avoid Sidon altogether, but this is really cool. So yeah, the game really does want you to head to like Impa and then here first, just based off of this. This, to me, I'm gonna say no, I'm not a Highland. This to me is clearly the game trying to hold your hand a little bit and get you to move along a certain way. And so yeah, Prince Sidon, no other Divine Beast has, see, like a tutorial like this with characters telling you exactly what to do and where to go. But I find it interesting nonetheless, and yeah, pretty cool that they do have that. I completely forget about it because there's so many times I'll play this game and I won't interact with her because I wouldn't even bother doing that, like coming this direction. But I do believe the first time I played the game it was something similar to that. Okay, we got plenty of fire arrows, why not? Just watch him burn it off. Okay. So the tower, that's where we want to go to. Now, let me just double check. Can I see how many charges do we have? Do I really have to do this? Let's just do it, I guess, for literally 1 second, and figure out, because I actually can't tell. We have, yeah, just a 1 charge. Okay. So yeah, I only like playing in pro mode. You know, I don't need to see the map or how much Divine Beast charges normally I have, but I just want to double check because if I do use it now, it will make the scaling the rest of this area a bit more difficult. So we're gonna save it until we just kind of get a little higher. There are a bunch of enemies. There's actually, if anything, there's so many enemies have made camp around here, which does make this a bit more difficult. But you can just kind of find a pathway to run across. And it is pretty straightforward, especially if you just kind of climb your way and hope they don't shoot arrows at you. And as you can see, yeah, still really easy to do. This is also one of the more straightforward. Wow! Ouch! You know what? No. I'm not gonna take that sitting down, bro. Here. Ugh. There we go. And then, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. You're dead. Felt good. What do you want, man? You're usually cute, and I don't mess with you that often. I don't even know why you wanted to fight. Okay, does climbing this give me an area to... Ooh, we can. Let's try it. Okay, so this is something I don't think I've done before. Can I use Rivali's Gale to reach the top of this tower from here? Let's see. Ooh, and it's playing the tower theme. I love the Sheikah Tower theme. Very, very easy to, like, not pick up on, but when it plays, it's nice. It has this like feeling of that you're high up. I feel it just by the theme. Like, yeah, while this game, I've said before, it doesn't have themes that are in your face like older Zelda games, really loud and hype. Still, the you know, little background music that they do have works really well. But okay, let's go ahead and pick up the map for here because I do want to kind of figure out how I'm going to navigate my way to Zora's Domain, as we're going to do it differently. As mentioned, I'm not going to bother with speaking to Sidon. I'm going to make sure to enter Zora's Domain without speaking to him, so it will require heading from a different direction than Zora's River. Zora's River is clearly how the game intended for you to do it, but there is another way. I've done it before, and it's really cool because Sidon's reaction is like, he's mad at you first because he didn't know who you are, but then he becomes the lovable guy afterwards, so excited to show that off. But yeah, it's gonna be annoying to get to because now we're gonna have to, like, as we can see, yeah, make our way around that whole mountain area that's surrounding Zora's Domain and just straight up go from the back, which will be actually cool because we can start making our way to Akala, I guess. But okay, yeah, the Zora is so high up because he was caught in the eruption of the tower when all of the towers came from. It would have been cool if in the cutscene we could see like a little Zora screaming or something. when that happens. But okay, so here is Lanayru. I believe the shrine kind of starts you. Yeah, you can see the blue architecture. I love the lead up to Zora's domain. It's hands down one of my favorite places within the game, easily. And I do believe it's gonna start to rain because we're gonna be underneath, yeah, Divine Beast Varuta's endless storm, as it's just constantly shooting water around the domain, which is nice. I love the setting this area has before you clear the Divine Beast. So cool. But yeah, this Zora is also going to give us a little tutorial and let us know Sidon, as you can see, is waiting for us. But we're going to make sure not to go there. But let me at least do the shrine real quick, and then we'll end things off and see where we're going to go to next. Okay, so we're definitely gonna have a water-based one, or not. Actually, a minor test of strength. Hell yeah, even easier. I for some reason thought this would have been some kind of water puzzle, but I'll take the minor test because yeah, it should be real easy for me. Especially with the weapons we're now holding. Let's see how fast we kill it with. Should I use my favorite weapon? I don't want to waste it on it, but at the same time, I kind of want to see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About there's like 6. Pretty good. Less than 10 hits for sure in total. Really nice. I know it's still a minor test, but still, this blade is freaking sexy. It's amazing. I'm so glad Nintendo was like, let's put a sword in a game that Ganondorf used, that the sages used. Like, yeah, thank you Nintendo for making this a weapon. It's just too bad we couldn't unlock these through side quests, and they're only done through Amiibo. Like, imagine if there's some weird Phantom Ganon side quest, or just finding a secret chest in an area like Gerudo Desert, or something that makes sense where Ganon's body would have been, or his remains would have dropped, or something. We know Ganon's body is underneath Hyrule Castle, if you get my point. Remains of his, or someone who collected one of his weapons and hid it. I don't know, anything. It just upsets me that all the Amiibo outfits are just dropped from the sky, and you know, it would have been nice if there was a quest in order to get them, even if it just means finding a simple chest. It would have added meaning behind all of these weapons and made them fun to obtain. But obviously then I wouldn't have been able to use them in my Amiibo challenge. But hey, you get my point. I hope this doesn't happen in Breath of the Wild 2, where they're just this easy to get and it's only locked behind people who have them. But okay, another Spirit Orb down. Let's end things off. So yeah, it's a good thing I you know, collected my Amiibo over in Kakariko, as there's really not much space here. They're kind of going to fall all over the place if I decide to do it here, because this is where I'm going to end things off. So it's raining heavily. We're going to figure out another pathway instead of the common pathway to Zora's domain. We're going to avoid Sidon, but hopefully see him as we make our way to their domain. And yeah, I'm excited because, like I've said before, Zora's domain is definitely like the best you know, area within the game when it comes like aesthetically. It just looks so cool, so grand, and yeah, I'm just excited to make my way there and take it on. But that about does it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying this Amiibo challenge for what it's worth. I think it's still fun nonetheless, even though the challenge is not really there. You know, just an excuse to play Breath of the Wild, so hopefully you guys enjoy it for what it is. But anyways, that about does it. I've been ZM. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!